And we're live. Boom. Just like that. As easy as hitting a start button. Welcome. Let's play some Vintage Story tonight for a little bit. There's lots to do now that we're in spring. Definitely mid-May at the moment. So a lot of rain happening, and I'm getting ready for kind of my first harvest soon. So without further ado, we're just gonna hop into some Vintage Story. Let's first off, I hear some clanking noises. Probably some sort of rift nearby down here over the palisade. I guess maybe it did back that way. Alright, so I went out. I have some more inert spires that I need to research from. Increasing my maximum mana is always a good goal to have. Oh, meat. Charred. Fine. So I'm going to go grab 4 rusty gears here so we can plug these in. Let's see. This is researchable. This is researchable. And this one. Okay, cool. Let's do a quick little meditation to start the stream. Study the mystical ways of the rest provided by Restbound Magic. Boom. So, you know, this will be 12 more maximum mana for us. And we are good to go. By the way, I don't know how long I'll be streaming today. A little on the tired side, but we'll play for a while. How's it going, Forn? Half pint? How's it going? Pancake. Alright, so last stream we were working on our greenhouse. I've done a little bit more work in terms of beam work and things on it. I didn't like the overhang, so I ended up just covering the whole overhang with this massive, like 16 by 8 beam here, holding up the roof as a test to see if I can kind of smooth that out. And then did the same thing over here. I had to do some covering up on this side, though. I think I ran out of beams or something. That kind of distracted me from that. But in here, you can see all of our flax is basically ready to go, except for our medium flax here at the end. So let's take a look at it. Hey, Eric. Thanks. Glad you like the beam. We're all about beams here. Hey, Roger. James. What's up? What's up? So we're gonna go ahead and take a knife. I'm just gonna do this to create some room before I grab our scythe to just bulk harvest this, and then also our pitchfork to pick it up. Hope you all are having a good little Tuesday. We're almost halfway through the week and towards the weekend. Alright, let's just... Oh boy. Praise Dave, the flax dances. What's probably happening is the initial cut that's leaving a pile is the type that I'm harvesting, and all the floating ones might be a different variety of seed, maybe. Tuesday is your Monday. Ooh. So let's just get this off the floor. I find that, and I could be wrong here, but it feels, well, I mean, I am doing Rustbound Magic, so in a way I am a witch. But I feel like using a pitchfork, you harvest more from these initial piles. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a vibe thing. But it just feels like you get more. Watching a model of Stellaris playthrough before you start streaming. Stellaris is a game that I would have probably liked to get into, but it's pretty intimidating, honestly. So this is small flax, so we'll just store that in the back here. This is small. Gotta get going on the farming on your server. Yeah, always gotta do the farming. Small. I'm glad we have a little shed here, you know, to stick these silages into. Okay, more small. This medium, this is small as well. Alright, so we got a couple bits more medium this time, but mostly small, which is fine. We planted mostly small. So that's basically to be expected, I feel. Look at all this stuff. Nice. That's going to be a great flax little harvest. I went ahead and laid some more fertilizer down as well, so we'll just go straight into planting more flax as soon as I harvest this little group at the end and we generate some new flax seeds for use. Speaking of flax seeds, thinking all the old ones I'm gonna just let spoil for the rot. So I'm gonna come over here and just throw these all into the composter just so I can get rot going. I don't have any animals yet, so there's really no need for me to try and bulk store. And I have a visitor. Oh, did I just pick up a flat? Did my flower pot break through the wall with my scythe? Huh. Hello, dear.
Hello.
What can I do you for?
Here to grind my salt crystals.
Oh. Well, the windmill's open. You just have to throw it into the chest that's on top. Should make a water park for Raptor. When he logs in, he gets all confused. Oh boy. That would be pretty confusing for both him and me. How many salt crystals do you bring?
67.
Okay. Well, I already have salt in these lower chests, so if you just throw those in there, you can take a stack of salt out with you, and then that way you can just have the salt now. You don't have to wait.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's a beautiful little evening here. Another little thing that I did is I went ahead and I started chiseling back here a little bit between episodes to kind of smooth out this transition. I need to add some wood bits sticking out as well. But this is kind of the smoothness that I'm looking for. And then I'll do the same thing on this side and that side, so long as that looks good on the back, you know. Do your tests on the side that people aren't really going to see, and you'll be better off for it, in my opinion. Did you need any more tools? Like, didn't you break some?
Let me think. I do need iron arrows. I only have 3 coppers left.
Didn't you break an axe?
I broke it once.
Oh, okay.
It's still kicking.
Oh, so you just replaced the handle. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have any iron arrows, but I do have these if you want them.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I just harvested all my flax. Your horse is stealing my berries. I don't trust this thing.
You shouldn't.
You need to keep him on a leash like he's a dog. Pancake's the best dog. He still needs a doghouse.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I have a. I need. Oh, pickaxe.
An iron pickaxe? Or just a pickaxe? Because
Yeah.
I can just give you a pickaxe. Like there's a tin bronze one.
Okay.
I don't mind anything.
Jeff's behind you.
Do you need a gear?
Oh no, actually, I'm pretty set.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason the horse really stutters around here. Alright. Let's go take a look at some of our other crops to see if they're ready. I shouldn't have put the scythe away. Oh, no you don't. No you don't, sir. Okay, maybe you do, ma'am. I apologize. Yeesh. Very uncalled for. How am I going faster than the horse? She was only walking it. So the horses have different gaits with Equus, which also applies to the elk if you have the mod. So, you know, if I get on my horse, right, which is probably a bad idea right now, because of, you know what, I'll just show you guys in a bit. I can't show you this right this second with everything going on at night. But anyways, it has different gaits. It has a walk, it has a trot, it has a canter, and a gallop. I don't know if canter is before or after trot, but yeah, it's way faster if you actually bring it up to speed. Oh, I can't wait until tomorrow, patch day on the server, to see if that fixes some of my rubber banding issues. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I will be sad. I'll just be very sad. Alright, let's go over to our farm area. Hold on, let me try something. Sometimes toggling VSync on and off helps, but sometimes it really doesn't. I might have to restart my game since I messed with my windowed borderless. Alright, so we got a bunch of rye here. That looks basically ready to go, except for some of this medium rye that we're at now. So that's good. So we'll harvest that in a second. We have some parsnips I already harvested, some mature ones for potential food options, but I'm going to let these grow through and seed. So those can still kind of chill. A bunch of withered carrots. I already harvested some of these, so these are pretty much good to go. And again, with our mod set, you know, all this management of crops and things is just not in the vanilla game, but I like it. It gives farming a little bit more to it. I think I'll go ahead and harvest this grass too. gonna stick this down here for now. Alright, so our cabbage is doing well. We have some immature wild. Some mature wild. Which I'll probably want to grab. A bit of these. And again, these are things we're trying to get more seeds and level up the seeds with, so we're not going to grab more than half, if that, right? We have some medium cabbage going on. Some small cabbage going on. So I think for now, that's what I'll harvest from the cabbages. Be a little picky with it, because I need all these wild ones to kind of level up to small. So we'll harvest a couple small when they're ready, and maybe one of the... probably none of the mediums. We'll let them kind of grow out too. Alright, let's go ahead and store these. So I got 66 wild carrots. That's not great. What are these? These are wild. Variety medium and small. So we're up to 7 medium, 25 small, 64 wild. The rest of them, we could turn these into seed oil if we wanted to, but I think for now, since these are just wild, it's not going to give us much at all. So we'll just let these rot for more compost for us. And then we'll store these 19 cabbages down in here. Let's go up and get this rye. So I'm going to start drying it out. You gotta be careful with how we laid out our farm. While it looks very pretty, the scythe becomes almost dangerous to the decorations we have around. Ooh, level 6 in farming. We take that. Oh, inventory is very full. Rye is kind of our most domesticated crop. I mean, look, we have medium, a whole bunch of medium going on. We even have some decent now. So I'll let this dry out before threshing. And this will probably be the only rye I plant this season. I'd rather switch to vegetables while we can. Why am I putting it into a shelter? Yeah, so this is wet currently. And so if it gets rained on, it won't dry out. It'll actually go back to being wet. And so we have to dry this for the next day and a half out here. So this just prevents it from getting wet again. And so we have a few little shelters around for silage purposes. Yeah, this will give us another. They're very cute. Yeah, thanks. They are a nice touch, I think, as well. So even if they didn't do anything in terms of like keeping them dry, I probably still would have built them as just like a storage building. I probably would have used crates though instead, but we have to keep these in piles. I guess I could still put them in crates. They probably just dry slower. Medium, do we have any more decent ones? Yep. These I can't get into another big stack, so I'll do that with these ones instead. Yeah, this is so much rye. I need to get a third shelter up as well. Yeah, I'll go ahead and store these in here as well. Not gonna hurt anything. And the parsnips, they're gonna be a while. So the carrot field is usable again. We take a look at it. Basically, N or P crop needs to come up here. So let's go get an N or P crop. What is onion? P. Okay. All right, medium and small. Temperature is -3 to 40. Okay, so yep, we're in the summer months, so we can do our onions. Do they have that thing where you need to rotate the crops, keep the ground fertile? Yes. Yes. So different crops take different nutrients from the soil. The nutrients will come back over time. And if you want to immediately plant again, you can either add fertilizer or improve the quality of your soil so that it just has higher nutrients to begin with. Things like that. This is an N crop, but I do need more turnip seeds, so I'm going to plant them. Fine on carrot seeds for now. I could move and plant another thing of carrots if I wanted to. So we're going to have this field open up soon. Which I think rye is in. Yes. It is. So much little thought processes go into this. I mean, we got 80-some%. I could even throw it into the Terra Preta for these. Just let them grow as quick as possible. And then honestly, we have so much rye that I kind of don't care about these ones, so we're just gonna get rid of them. Kind of don't care. What is carrot? K? Okay. Yeah, we'll get more carrots going. They should be okay. It doesn't really get hotter than 30 up here where we're at. More important seed gets closer to the water. And then we just backfill with the wild variant. Hopefully we'll get some rain soon. I don't want to water these all up right now, so. Boom, 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 boom. And we are good to go. Yep, looks like we got crops everywhere right now. We put our wild carrot seeds back. Okay, that's all stored. Good to go. Get some food. Gonna need to drink some water. Well, we gotta go to the well. To the well. Looks like we're on the cusp of a rain cloud. It looks like it's raining over towards Ashley's right now. Go ahead and plant these. Can always pick them later. I'm sure that's fine. I have some pear tree cuttings that I need to put away. We're not quite ready to be planting these. Alright, so we leveled up farming, which I wanted. Let's see, harvested non-mature crops always drop the seed. Oh, interesting. Careful hands. Isn't there a thing for, is that forestry? It might be forestry for the nursery. Grafter, yeah. So the goal and the hope, Roger, is to just upgrade the server to 1.21 and update all the mods and hope it works out. If not, we'll roll back to 1.20 and stay on this version until, and then maybe try again. What do I want to do here? I think gatherers are going to be good there. No, it is not Minecraft. This is a game called Vintage Story. It's its own thing. And it's great and wonderful, and in my opinion, what Minecraft should have went in the direction of. But then, you know, Notch left, and so then it became really a children's game. Not to say there's anything wrong with Minecraft, like I played a crap ton of it. But I just like the more realistic nature of this one, in terms of how the survival plays. Because Minecraft survival is just so surface level, I find. Alright, so big project for today is, it's cozy in some ways, scary in other ways. Big project for the day, I think, is to try and get our terraces made for our berry fields and orchards. That's going to go down in this area. Maybe finish up the final farm plot as well. I really want to button this whole area up. Get it done. It's overdue. Last time we worked so hard on this greenhouse, so it'll be nice to doing some terraforming again. Let's eat something. It's berry season. I need to probably harvest berries and start thinking about making more bread. We're gonna need more bread. And I want to try my hand at another yeast starter. Okay, let's grab some dirt. I need to go down into the water here and get some muddy gravel, since that's kind of what we're using for the shoreline. By the way, you'll notice, chat, that, you know, we have a different looking map right now. So we turned off the color map and made it monochrome. Not because I like it better or anything like that specifically, but because I was getting crashes specifically to the color map. So making it monochrome, I'm hoping that I don't get that crash anymore. And I think a few other people were getting kind of a map crash error. It's not like a big deal, you know, you just restart the game, whatever. And for me, it wasn't happening more than like once every couple hours. So this is just a test to see if this resolves that error, and if it does, then, you know, we'll probably keep it for a while. If it doesn't, then we'll just turn the color map back on. Not a big deal. Alright, there we go. Stacking 15, we're gonna need a lot more. We go through so much of this stuff. I would like to get maybe 2 stacks worth of it. There we go. Oh man, we're gonna have to work on this pathway too at some point. I'm gonna probably widen it as well, just for the horses. It's a little tight for mounts to get up and down this. Hey, Nawak. Let's go sharpen our tools real fast. Just make sure that stuff's all nice and sharp. Okay, so I'm going to continue the brook along here, and then get it to kind of cascade it around. I don't know how that's going to look long term, but that's what I want out of it. So it'll probably just cascade here. Down. Depending on what I do with this path, it might move, but I'll probably just go ahead and block this off to prevent any sort of spillage down. And then that way I can just work on the water feature a little bit. It feels like I haven't really built that much this season compared to how I normally do. But working on the environment, I think, has been very rewarding this time around. I'm doing a lot more terraforming. I'm kind of just seeing what I can get away with in terms of details. A little bit of a rock slide going on. Oh, now it's dusty. And there might be little sections I'm going to have to build, like a little retaining something or other. Compared to a full mage tower, everything would feel a little lesser, yeah. Well, that's all. That was also, you know, that's a lot less mining, too. But I do plan on having a keep or something here soon. So we'll have to start that mega project eventually. Which is going to be its own whole thing. I've decided that, you know, instead of building the castle and taking this all down, I'm probably going to build the castle over here on this side, kind of a little bit more into the hills. That way I might be able to get a double Bailey going along. I don't know yet. Do not know yet. Boy, you know, sometimes having dirt gravity on does not lend itself to building. The cow. Nor server health? Ah, well, I don't care about that. Honestly, I don't think we're causing any real major issues with having dirt gravity turned on at the moment. I feel like the biggest issues people are running into is just simply more related to Rustbound Magic and X skills and Hydrate or Dihydrate. But we'll see if our little updates to the server tomorrow help. Hopefully it does. do. Do. Yeah, it'll be cool. I think this is a taller waterfall. So when I build the dam up here, it's probably going to be a single spout into here. I'll have to do some rock work and stuff. But this will be kind of the biggest drop so far on the water level. How is the waterfalls looking after winter? Sometimes I'm always worried about, you know, the effects of things turn into ice. But so far things have kind of just stayed as they should be. And then here, you can actually see the height dips one here. And then we go back uneven. Boop. All right, let's go grab a bucket. Fill all that in. Now I could also make this just trickle through. And like almost make this gnat spill water over. Nah, gotta have the waterfall. If I don't have that, what do I have? You know? Let's just shape this just a second. Something more like that, I think. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit more natural for the dip that we're in. Scammer's gonna scam, man. Also, they make it easy to spot because the people that they want to sell to are not the people that will spot such an easy thing, you know? They want someone dumb enough to not fall for that level of effort. Okay. Oop. Nope, 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 nope. Did the opposite of what I wanted. And that's still okay. Alright. There we go. Oh, yeah, no, I had someone call me on that one, too. I don't know, like... I don't know how anyone falls for this shit. I really don't. Alright. So now we start our landscape terraforming. So we can start laying out the orchard space. And luckily fertility of the soil doesn't matter for these type of things. No, I didn't add that. We do have economy though, so if people want to make trade stalls and do that, they can. Alright, so this is kind of plateau 1. I do kind of like the idea of having this up a little bit. We'll just follow kind of the natural gait of the terrain here. Something like that. All these ferns can actually just move down to here. Now, do I want to pull this back a little bit to give us more room? I don't think so. Let's decide on how many berry bushes of each type do we want. Obviously, the more that we have, the better. I mean, looking at it now, this is a lot smaller of an area than I thought. We might end up doing another bridge here. Maybe I should define the path first. We'll just do something like that. I think that's fine. And then we'll just let this peter off. Back in here. This might end up being a smaller bridge than a double wide. It still might be a single wide. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Problem is we don't have this field laid out either, so... do. Okay, let's do... Maybe we can do pairs. Start with some pairs. One, two, that. So yeah, we'll do one, two, something like that for our pear trees. I mean, it's got a 60% chance of survival, so we'll see. The ones that die we'll replace with apple, potentially. And then I have some black currant and blueberry seeds. Should I just start with 30 of each? Really, I'd probably need 64 of each. So let's get some black currants and blueberries. Turn these into seeds. There we go. 64 black currants. And just put these along here a little bit. Into rows. Okay. Gap by 1. Okay, that looks pretty good on the map, honestly. Gives us a nice little interesting shape on that side. All right, next, let's see if we can get up to 64 blueberries. So the reason I'm kind of trying to get up to 64 of each is, you know, it just gives you a full stack of each berry type. I think that's a spot to kind of shoot for on this. I'm fine with it being on a slope. Nothing, I don't think, inherently bad about that. Come look at the terrain here for me and tell me if my horse is under the ground. Yeah. Admin duty.
Hello.
I don't see a horse at all.
Do you not see a rope?
I do.
Well, where's it go?
Underground to nothing?
Oh, okay. Well, that means my horse is gone.
Which one? Onyx?
No, it's it looks like this one, but it's male.
What were you doing when you were leading it around?
I wasn't. I had him tied to a fence.
Where did you have him tied?
To this fence post right here. Oh yeah, here's the other part of the rope.
I don't see it at all.
Oh, okay. Well.
Guess I can check farther down. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything.
See, I had this happen with Onyx once, and I found him in the water. So...
Yeah, I mean, you might have to just wait until daytime so you can see, and then see if it's around, but otherwise, it could just be dead, so... I don't know.
I don't think it's dead. It's around here somewhere.
I really don't trust the whole lead mechanic in tying to fences at the moment for long periods of time, but I don't know how long he was tied up.
Yeah, I just moved him so I could breed the horse beside of him, but...
Yeah, I don't know. Glitchy. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how it would have gotten out, you know, but...
No, I just think it, like, literally either despawned or teleported. Like, that's the only logical thing.
Yeah. I'll have to see if it's outside somewhere.
Yeah. All right. Okay, there is our 60 blueberries. I'm tempted to use grapes as well, so I can make some wine. You know, some good old red wine. So we'll start storing up some seeds for that endeavor. So that's taken care of. How's this? Fully soaked in 8 hours. So I'm thinking the red wine is just gonna go along this edge and like down the slope a little bit, I think. So let me bump out this soil a touch. Kind of like having a full block on all sides for this. That way it can be the steepest slope as possible while still maintaining maximum anti-slide. So we'll do something like that. Then I will probably bump this out, kind of like this. All right, back in here is going to be our new field somewhere. Somewhere and somehow. I need another little dry storage shed for our grains. Over here, I want to turn this into a little bit of a flower bed and maybe start thinking about a Langstroth hive. For all the honey. Doop. Embedded. A little bit of a thunderhead nearby. Let's check the last bit of our crops for a moment. Oh, no, let's not put that there. Let's put it underneath the bridge. Okay, still, these ones are still growing, but we can go ahead and harvest these guys. Nice, we're getting some dry flax. How are we doing on the rye side? Praise Dave. Praise Days, Lewis. Praise Dave. Nice. All that stuff's drying out. How are we doing on the cabbage front? Cabbages are okay. Get some more mature. But we need a lot of these wilds to age up, so we gotta let the wilds kind of sit. Am I missing an onion? How dare. Parsnips, still growing. Stuff seems to be doing okay. Need more rain though. Oh, I got some straw. I could turn this all into a solid cranberry patch. Just like a solid blob of it. I just don't know if I want a solid blob when it comes to my fruits here. Let's see if I have any stone to make some pathing. No, that's sous vide. I don't want to use sous vide. I might need to go gather some more stone. I haven't done mining in so long, it feels like. I need more copper. Half. Straight. Half straight. Half. Okay. It is pretty crazy how much we have messed around with the terrain view of this area. Still want to destroy that whole bridge. I just want to see the sight from at the top of the windmill right now, because this is kind of our high point until we make the castle and everything. Look at that. There we go. Now the water is actually going somewhere, it looks like. It's kind of going off in the distance. We'll be able to see some of the orchard through the greenhouse because it's all glass. Should be pretty. Once we have that field, that'll look nice. We just need to make the bridge here. Let's check on the salt production that Ashley dropped off. Yeah, we got plenty of salt. Got plenty of salt. Do I have any more food in storage? No, I do. Great. Take that. Yeah, once this is all sprouted up, it will look nice. We'll have extra blue bars on the left. Talking about these. This is my mana bar for Rustbound Magic. So how much mana I have to use for spells. The blue bar on the right is my water supply. Yeah, Rustbound Magic has like a whole very, very in-depth magical system. It's one of my favorite mods, though right now it feels like with our multiplayer server, it's adding a little bit of instability on certain situations, which is a little annoying, but, you know, for now, it's worth it. I still like it. Okay, so this is all good. Let's store some stuff. For now. Alright, so I need some andesite stone. Let's see, do I have a rubble hammer right now? Or do I need to make a new one? Nope, I got one. So first things first, we're going to make a little bit of a new silage shed. So we need some andesite fencing for that. How much fencing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 2 crafts. Or a little bit more than 2 for sure. Okay, so I want it here. Like that. I'll have to kind of fill in some dirt to get that stable. Okay. Then this is oak, oak, oak. 1 oak in the back. Let's grab our chisel, pantograph. That's not going to work. Do this for now until I get some dirt placed around here. Oop. Okay, I need some planks. Is it kapok ceiling or is it oak ceiling? That's going to be a question for me. I think I used oak on all of it. Yeah, it's all oak. Okay. Never know sometimes. Kapok does look similar. Borrow dirt. Well, let's stay. Hey. Stayed long enough. Yeah, piece shape materials. Shape only. All right, cool. Copy pasted. I need to do the support beam work on it. Do I have oak support beams left right now? I don't know. I also need to get some fill dirt. Okay. Murder goat. Murder goat. Alright, what do I need to work on, chat? Guess I can go ahead and lay out the next farm. Let the rioting begin. Goat wins. Alright, we're gonna go tame a goat, chat. Sailing. Need to make a little bridge. Another bridge. Let's go. Yeah. Let's goat. Let's goat it out. I'm gonna goat so hard right now. I'm so goated. I mean, even Athenia and the monochromatic looks pretty cool. Especially areas kind of like this, where it's pretty busy looking. Where's goat?
Over there.
Where is thing?
Watch out, the cow's in here.
I need to be able to get in there.
Here. Oh, yeah, okay, that works. Do you want to... Well, I had a block. You don't actually have to. You can hit it from here whenever it gets close enough.
Nope, this is easier. Alright. How about you? Did I get him? I got him.
Okay, cool, thank you.
There's your goat. It's on the ground, right there.
Now I need a lady goat. And a female cow, apparently.
I know where there's a female cow. I don't think they go in the cages, though. Like, you're gonna have to herd that thing. Luckily, the female cow is passive, so just, like, give it troughs to walk through and towards.
I mean, the male's passive with that way, too.
Well, the male is
over here, no
passive
issues.
if there's no females around.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of portals. Where's Goat Coon going?
Sheep?
Sheep pen? Okay, makes sense. Are you gonna move the pigs?
No.
Okay. But yeah, there's female cows directly east of your base.
There's not. I went looking. They're not there anymore.
I saw them. Damn it.
I literally went.
Damn it! look for cows. Gotta find some cows. Look, I need her to start breeding cows because I need all that leather. I need the leather so bad. Let's see, the females, I think we're over the ridge. There's the male. Here's a dead carcass, but I think that's a wolf that I killed. The female's around here somewhere. There it is. Moo. What kind of castle should we end up making, chat? Should we make more of like a stately manor? With, not necessarily a keep, but like maybe a lord's refuge section? Or should we go small keep as well? Where is she? Cow.
Have you seen the one female and two males that were over there?
Yeah, they're just over this hill.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw the male. There might be another female over there, but I just saw the male.
Okay.
But here's one of the females, at least. Don't tell me you're gonna slap it and then like run off with your horse. Wait, don't these run from us? The females?
I mean, if you hit it, it's gonna run away, or at least with arrows.
I'm not gonna risk it. Good luck. Deal with your cow. Put a pin around it if you want. Dig a hole, push it in there. I don't know. Let's see, any obelisks. For some reason, the horse farm up here, Lon Lon Ranch, we'll just start calling this place Lon Lon Ranch, okay? In fact, here, while I'm over here, okay, there we go. I need to get this in a MIDI file. Did I install instruments? No. Oh, I'll have to ping General to add those. This is what I'm gonna do every time I come over here now. Becker. What is this music? It's Legend of Zelda music. It's for the ranch that's in Ocarina of Time. Since her place is a ranch, I just went ahead and threw it on. For the memes. For the memes. Anyways, let's paddle on back. Paddle on back. Final bit of flax might be ready to harvest, and if so, we'll just replant a whole new swath of it after doing some threshing. What's the, okay, calm rift activity, that's pretty good. You take that. The crazy thing to me is, like, as much as the game stutters when I'm walking around and injured, boy, it does not do that when I'm on a boat. Like, at all. Boats are the only thing that are just so buttery smooth for me. Boat. Yeah, I need to think of a cooler pathway up the hillside. This zigzag, I don't think is going to be worth it. Alright, let's go ahead and store some of our tools from just a bit ago. Saw, pantograph, rubble hammer. Chisel, hammer. Okay. Let's grab our threshing pole. Yeah, wonderful. Alright, decent rye grain. Nice. Alright, we'll process the rye first. That we have some room for some things. Thresh. Thresh. It's a threshing stream again, chat. Feels like I'm playing Medieval Dynasty. Games like this really, in my opinion, need like the stuff from Terraria where you can like recruit some NPCs to your village. Okay, my god, that is so much green. Can't even sort through it all right now. A lot of straw, too. I'll start putting the straw back where we've been threshing. And then I'll have to come back through with some rope. Turn it on to bales. If I had to guess, a flail. Or a pole flail, whichever one. Jeez, so much gray. Right, with the flail? Yeah, that makes the most sense, honestly. Empty pile. Do I have some sort of glitch thing going on right here? There. Let's get some food. Alright, let's take a look at all of our seeds that we gathered and see which ones we're keeping, which ones we're turning into grain, and which ones we're letting rot. Okay? So, 48. This is our decent grain right here. And then we have 17 more decent grain. A lot of mediums. and 48 more decent grain. So I'd say we'd be keeping this much. Probably really only 2 stacks there. So, because this is all we need to replant. Which means this can go away because we don't need the mediums. And we don't need the wilds anymore. So this is our replanting for next year for rye. Which means the rest of this could go into... I don't think I can do rye into seed oil. I can't. So I'm going to just turn it all into, I guess, rye flour. Okay. And we'll just grind all this down at the mill. Lovely. Oh man, we have more rye back in here. Oh no. What do we got? Medium? You know what? All this is just going to decompose. We're just decomposing this. I think that's okay. I'm allowed to do that. Because I'm already going to be decomposing some of that flour too after we store it. Alright. Look at all this straw. Alright, so a half day until the rest of the flax is dried. Okay, that's good. Let's start with some bees. I'm gonna have to start waxing our handles. I didn't know I could do that until I was reading up on Toolsmith today a little bit. But it might be a good use of all the beeswax that we have. I'm not really mass producing candles right now. Though, I do need to go back into the copper mine. For sure. This is 500 units of copper. Doesn't really say how much I need in there. Resource reduction, 10%. So I guess they don't apply to ingots, which is fine. That's fine. Squeeze out this honeycomb. Pick up some of the charcoal I had burning today. It sucks. I was firing both of these charcoal pits, chat. This one did not complete, and I don't know why. And I don't know if I just missed a spot or not of wood. But it's very disappointing. A little bit more of that. That's good. Have I leveled up anything in a while? No. Kind of hitting the definite slowdown on levels. Do I want to make a new backpack? Let's see, I need some buttons, flax twine, a leather strip, stitching all, which I have. Yeah, let's get some bone buttons. Okay, so what is this? Stitching all, bone stick knife. Boom. Oh, I need 2 leather strips, so 1 piece of leather. I'll just cut that down. Go. Let's go get our twine. Why am I? What is going on with my twine? Okay, that was a little weird. Okay, throw that there, this there, that, and stitch it all together. Place that. Cool. We're up to 3 leather bags. So really, we'll just gain 1 more inventory slot with the next leather bag, so I'll just hold off on that, I think, until we actually maybe make sturdy leather. Maybe. Who knows? All right. That. Put this in here. Now, how much honey do I need to start making a long strength hive? I guess I should probably just mix as much as I can. So, 50. So, that'd be 10 with 40, 12 with 48. 12 of these guys, and 48 boards. What color do I want from these? Birch might be pretty. Let's do birch. Okay. Find an empty barrel. Okay, beeswax. Show the high panel after 2 days of sealing. Is that going to be enough? What if I... 64 divided by 4. What is that? Oh my god. 6. 40 is 10. No. I can't do math right now. I'll just do it 40 and another 12. Easier math for me to do right now. Some water. Okay, some of these. All right, 2 in-game days. We'll have, what is that, 96 boards for some Langstroth hives. I think these are ready, right? Scrape, scrape, scrape. You can do kind of like a floor pattern with these, right? Technically. Yeah, kind of. Okay. 12 prepared hide after 3 days for 48 tannin. What is that? For... Really, I can only do 11 right now. Let's check on the grain processing here for the rye. How we doing? It's proceeding. The rest of the flax is almost dried out, which means we'll be replanting soon. How we doing up here? Good cabbages. Has any of our pear cuttings? Establishing. Okay. Blueberries, 30 days, so these will mature up tomorrow. IRL. Currants grow quick. They're 12. They're a lot faster, it feels. Interesting. This thing can get tossed. Don't care about that. Okay, lag. Thank you. Alright, throw this in here. Oh, I have some more paths. Convenient. To be actual farmable soil instead. Alright, let's just see how this field's potentially gonna turn out. Let's see, there. 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 Alright, let's grab some soil for that. The plow. We'll just sharpen it up real quick. Bucket of water. And definitely not gonna hit plot size is 64 at all. What if I move this wall back a tad? Let me just do something like that. I think that gets us to 64 spots. And this will be the last farm plot that we have to worry about. We won't have to decorate it out. I'll have to get some ferns. I think I have some extra leaves to put around. Yeah, that'll do us there. I need to get some cairns. Let's just see if this is visible at all from up over here. Just a touch because of the tall birch trees we planted. Yeah, to go get more tool. I think that's cow parsley around as well. Put this bucket back. Oh, take a look at our seed kind of flower chest thing. Alright, plenty of cattails for the stream. Some ferns, some flowers, some dwarf. A little bit different. We have some heather seeds. And some catmint seeds. So from this perspective, you know, we can throw a couple new cattails down along in the water here. Kind of do it in groups of 3. Then offset a little. Alright, that'll probably be enough cattails. And then up here, a couple heather seeds. Keep the catmint low. That way it just kind of pokes up. Throw an eagle fern here, here, here and here, 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 and here. And here. Maybe up there too. Lily of the Valley. It's kind of watery. Same thing with Forgot Me Nots. Alright. I don't have much, if any, dwarf fuse around. Bit of a different one. It's a little yellowy. I mean, nothing wrong with it. Stick that around there. Maybe a little bit of horsetail. Nah. Not there. Be back in there. That's fine. Do I have any more leaves? No. But I can get some. Alright, we really need more stone. I don't have any birch tree. Oh, we got some more lily of the valley tree seeds here. Maybe plant that around. Some shears. Let's do leaf mode. I've been kind of using pines for the shrubs. So I'll probably continue that. It just adds some dark greenery around. Rather than everything being so kind of in the warm yellow sides. We'll kind of get in the cool greens. Alright, so I kind of wanted a hedgerow. Finish that off there. And then this corner. That's going to be a cairn. Okay, that looks okay. Might add some more here. I think I have to wait until I have the cairns in to kind of figure out the last little bits of the details. This does need to be sown straw to kind of prevent grass and stuff from growing. Dry grass, 3 dirt. Loop. Loop. Good. I'm gonna hold on to some of this stone straw because might need it for when we get around to the stables. Let's see, don't need that. Don't need that. Go see if we happen to have any more andesite stone around. Ooh, do I have any in the rubble storage? Okay, we do. That'll be enough for the carns. Let's get some food. Drink a drink. Yeah, see, like, look at this. We can have the view of the windmill, greenhouse, storage shed there, storage shed there, storage shed there. We'll have to put some lights in some of the altar cairns that we'll make. Let's make a couple flat ones. I think I need a couple altars. And then a couple tall. That's usually kind of what I end up putting around a field. So in this case, let's throw an altar here. That'll light up kind of this area. Altar here in the back. Tall boy here. Tall guy there. Flat. Flat. Okay, hedgerow. I think that's okay. Do I have any more bowls left? I might need to do a couple ceramic firings. If I have... Okay, well, we have one. Might need like a light pole here. Already harvested parsnips, so all these are going to go into seeds. So much stuff to consider in the good old Hey MK, how are you? Let's get dangerous. Also, wasn't there another mod I wanted General to add? Hold on. There was another mod that just kind of came to my mind. What was it? Chat, do you guys remember it all? I swear there was a mod I was thinking about potentially adding on the restart tomorrow. Because, you know, I like to give General last minute work. It's all about last minute work. But I'm not seeing anything specific. No, don't remember. Okay. I can change that. Alright, let's put the shears. We're working on hopefully finishing up kind of the farmland and everything. So, you know, we just finished the final field. We've been doing some farm rotations, threshing and stuff. We started planting the orchard area and berry plant area down in here. So I'm hoping these get grafted nice and clean. So we have some pear trees. We're gonna have some blueberries, black currant. We expanded the flow of the brook a little bit. Some path work, maintenance. We got into a fist fight with a goat. Normal stuff. I think I can thresh the flax now. Yeah, we'll start just threshing this. This will dry in 0.1 days, so... Yeah, normal stuff. Average vintage story experience. True. This is what people sign up for, right? Do grains last longer if dried like this? Technically, I can let them sit here in these piles for about a year, and then thresh them, and then process them further. And I think that would technically make it last longer. But this is the Art of Growing mod, so it's a very specific mod set. Alright, we're just going to soak this here in the river. Make sure nothing leaked out. Problem with these little buildings is sometimes items kind of leak out the side. Alright, look at all that wonderful, wonderful linen straw for us. That's not quite ready yet. Yep, you need to dry the fibers for flax. You need to soak them, and then I need to wash them in a barrel of water. And then crumple them and rake them to get the actual linen fibers out of it. So there's a whole fiber process thing. You have to thresh your grain. You have to domesticate crops from like a wild crop to like small to medium to decent. And as your crops get better, they kind of take longer to grow. They're a little bit more sensitive to the weather, but the yields increase. You can dry out grass and straw piles from threshing. Definitely a lot more maintenance, but you can see how much flax grain I got just from threshing all that. So anyways, I think decent is above medium, right? Yes. So we have 4 decent. $96 small, which would be 64 medium. Really, that's all we need. It's a decent medium. So everything else, I might turn into seed oil. Pretty sure flax juices down into oil. Actually, hold on, seed oil. Flax oil. Same ingredient, mainly. It's not used for anything fancy. I don't think I can use this on handles either. I don't know, I might just let all these grains rot. Tough to say. Alright, well, 464. This will be enough to plant our greenhouse again. I'm just dumping saltpeter into here. So yeah, this will grow. You know, 2 real days or something like that. Maybe a little bit slower. Okay. Let that flax go. Really? Get him out of here. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, we already planted. That means I don't need to store any more seeds. I can just throw literally all this stuff in here. I need to make more room. Just to guarantee that there's room to turn into rotten stuff. The rest of this, I guess we can go into this upper vessel that's just outside chilling. Let's see if our flour is finally done processing. Nope. Still working on it. Okay, it's the last stack. We have all this rye flour. I might not even bother planting rye next year. With how much rye flour we have. Okay, so we can hold 216 flour in there. 1.8 years, 2.8 years. Okay, so we'll just go through this flour first. I mean, I have a lantern in here. I could just center it. That would help, but like, I just need to make another copper lantern on this side, honestly, and then it's perfectly fine. I'm not, there's nothing over on these wings yet of my cellar. Cellar needs more light protection. I mean, I'm getting 0.21 storage on my vessels. And I plan to do a little bit of a covering out here. It's not major, though. I'm not really running into a food issue at this time. Go see if this portal has a spire or something. Nope. Of course not. Oh, hey, Jeff. Oh, hey, Jeff. Jesus. Nope. Jeff and fam on vacation. Well, I just kind of ruined their day then. My bad, Jeff. My bad, my friend. Just run down in here. These funeral bells, yeah. No thanks. Well, it's going to be a while until the fibers are done. I think I want to take the horse up to Ashley's because she usually just has so many portals. It's kind of worth going up there to farm for some magic materials. I haven't seen a magic sentry in a while. Alright, well, let's take haunts. We need to get a name tag for haunts. What do you need for a name tag? Just flax over parchment. I think I have a couple parchment left. How do I use this on haunts? Do I need a quill? Hold on. Jesus Christ, I can't. Horse. Come on, haunts. Okay, I can't wait until we get the new stables. That is 100%. What kind of magic can you do? I've seen you level up with rifts now, but I haven't been seeing you use magic. I have not really progressed at all. I am farming materials for when I decide to actually start building the stuff. But for now, there's nothing that I can show you. Some other people are really, really far. Just, you know, I think we might have 2 tier 3 mages, if not just 1 tier 3 mage. But you can unlock spells and grimoires. There's some magical utility items and things to craft. Yeah, you know, there's just a lot of spells. You know, everything from like fertilizing crop fields to taming animals to shooting fireballs or like AoE spells, touch spells, healing spells, buffing spells, flight spells, you know, things like that. It's also just kind of really cool. Hey, Dino Guy raid. Wow, Raptoria. How's it going, guys? Thank you, Raptor, for the raid. Appreciate it, man. I need to get my alerts working again. one day. And to actually get some things functional on YouTube again, but you know, low priority. Okay. I'm assuming she's not here. Hun, you home? Hello? Where is she at? Where is she at? Brought her name tag that she wanted. Let's train my horse up a little bit. Not a real thing, but we'll go in a circle for a second. Hey Pilot, how's it going, man? Good to see you again. Welcome to the stream. Let's see, is there... any rifts that's gonna go drop us some magical stuff. Jelly! Jelly, Jelly. I didn't even know you were here, Jelly. You just lurking over there? Wow. How many sheep you got now? They pregnant again? Yeah, they are. Oh, that's a ram. Please don't kill me. Just being a creepy Jeff? Oh no. Let's see, do we have any new baby horses in the stables today? Okay, so that one's still pregnant. Oh, what are you? You're a pretty one. That's a pretty horse. I like that one. It's like my horse, but with like a cool red mane. Oh no. Get away from Hans. That's not my horse. No, that's not my horse. Hello, dear. Here's her name tag. You said you have a quill to use it? And she's got a relog. The wonderful horse audio glitch. Still a thing. Still a thing. No, don't take the berries, Hans. I know what you're doing. Up to no good. And he's gonna go for the berries again. I need to make saddlebags for him. Isn't he cool, though? I like his spots.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. Here's your name tag. Remember, you need to have a quill on your offhand to use it on something.
Okay.
Also, just an FYI, when you name an animal, you lose what gender it is in the name, so you might want to add that at the end if you.
Okay.
Like the horses are easy because like 44 health is a stallion, 43 is a female.
Mhm.
But other animals aren't going to be so
How did you
clear.
get the lantern around the neck?
It's just an attachment point, so if you have a lantern, you can just attach it there.
I could not figure that out to save my life.
You just hold control and right click on their neck in that spot from the front.
Yeah, it did work.
Do you have the lantern? Because I can try it. Yeah, there you
Oh, do you want to see my new horses?
go. Sure. My horse is going to steal all your berries. Where are they?
Get him inside, please.
No, I don't want them to, like, accidentally mate with one of your horses that you don't want. Okay. That horse walked off. Okay, so we got a cool black stallion.
Yep. Ooh, this is part of the goat trade.
Part of the goat trade. Yeah, makes sense.
Yep, and then we got a buckskin with the white on the butt.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No spots. Less cool. Hans is better. What is this, just buckskin?
Yeah. Yeah, both of those are buckskins. I'm trying to find... I'm missing one.
You're missing a horse already. What kind of establishment are you running here?
Actually, no.
The deer?
I put her in a stall. Yeah, I have a female deer.
Yep.
Trying to get a male deer. Now, this is gonna look like a buckskin, but if you check its like top, it doesn't have a stripe down the back, so this is just a normal bay.
Okay. And is that special?
I find bays to be more common in horses than buckskin, but I don't know why this mod overspawns buckskins, because they're actually, like, not...
Well, when we
that
update
common.
the mod tomorrow, it's going to lower their spawn rate. Also, when we update the mod tomorrow, I don't know what's going to happen to all these horses. But hey! I will assume they'll still be here.
They better not go away. Come here.
Yeah.
And then I got this one.
The stallion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at this one a second ago. It's like mine, but with red fur.
Yep. He is a red dun Appaloosa. The one beside of him is a black dun.
Ponies.
Yep.
Are the females smaller? They are.
Yeah.
They're a touch smaller. Okay. I didn't mean to come in here. Oh no. Oh. Nope. Damn it. Does not want to be in here. Why does this one not have a back door? Oh man, that horse is on a mission.
You get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah, We need to kind of rest in peace, Cash, because he's the one that disappeared.
Rip.
He looked like this, which is a buttermilk buckskin.
Buttermilk.
Yep.
Cash and cider.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Haunts. Bro.
They want the berries.
Why are you saying... Okay. There we go. There we go. I just planted 64 berry plants at my house. Actually, no.
Why?
128 berries at my house.
What kind? Blueberries?
64 blueberries, 64 black currants.
Why are you like this?
What do you mean?
I'm the one who has the big plantation.
I mean...
You're not allowed to have big
I
plantations.
have an orchard spot that I'm working on. I just planted like 10 pear trees.
Do you have the trait that makes them...
I have the plus 50% right now, I think. Or something like that. The first one.
Can you plant some stuff for me? I've been holding off harvesting them.
Like harvesting the crops? Or...
No, harvesting or like cutting off the fruit trees.
I mean, you can cut it off just fine. Like, that's not the issue. The issue is the planting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll die if I hold on to it. So.
Oh, no, it won't. I don't think it ages out. Like, if we had Wildcraft, it would, I think.
I mean, everything else ages out, so...
I don't know. I mean, sure, I'll plant them. Where are they? And where do you want them?
Come here. We're going on a journey.
Oh, wait, you haven't cut the branches down yet?
Nope.
Oh, boy. If my audio cuts out, this is gonna suck. Horse journey.
Say something?
Hello?
Okay, I'm just confirming my audio's not broken.
As long as you don't gallop, it shouldn't. But we should also just get on and off the horses every so often, too. I think that helps. Or I can just sit here and just, hold my mic key down. And then, you'll find out real fast. I mean, I've already stolen these branches.
Oh, no, to a tree. That's probably the biggest fruit tree I've ever seen.
Oh, okay. These little foxes? What kind of fruit tree is it? I can't hear you. You need to change your speak distance to, like, the actual maximum.
Well, it resets every time.
Yeah, but it's just 2 buttons to unreset. Also, I'd suggest just dismounting and remounting at this point.
I'm afraid the horse is gonna murder me.
Just hop back on it if it attacks you. I mean, granted, we still need to get you leather armor. So where's this thing at? Hello?
It's over here somewhere.
And I'm assuming you don't have it marked.
I found it.
This? I do not see a crazy fruit tree anywhere. I just see a bunch of freaking horses, though. Jesus. So many horses. Oh, let's see it. Oh, is it there?
Look how big.
I mean, that's normal, I would say.
No, it's not.
I'd say that's just fully grown. I mean, do you want me to
That's
cut the
very
branches?
tall. Well, yeah, it needs cut.
Also, I'm missing audio now. I can hear you still, but like I'm not getting like a breaking sounds.
Getting the rest of it? Okay. That's so weird.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll plant these 4 at your base, I guess. Where do you want them?
Really, wherever.
Horse is so fast. Hey! Float, horse. Float. Might be able to get more off this one.
Grab this one too, please.
I'll just stick them in this little field if you want.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, there you go. Hunts, don't steal the berries.
Yeah, I tried to rope Haunts and I could not.
Not allowed. He's too strong.
Yep.
Okay, good luck with your name tag and stuff. Bye. Do 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 do. Alright, little side quest complete, chat. We take that. Didn't see any portals with pylons, though. But a bit of a shame for Rustbound magic and stuff. But I mean, for not really casting any spells, we have 87 maximum mana, which is pretty huge. We just need to level up our base mana at this point to really rank up as a mage, but also, you know, we need to start actually researching spells and things. Boop, boop. Alright, back into your little pen, Hans. Alright. How are those? These are fine. This feels looking fine. We need to do some clay working a little bit. I need to get some more brush to kind of throw on the back here. Have these succeeded or failed yet? Nope, establishing. It's all established. So I'm hoping tomorrow we might start getting a little bit of a pear tree forming. How are these guys doing? Looks fine. Guys are growing nicely. These are blooming, so soon I'll be able to get some more parsnip seeds. Onions be onioning, and cabbages are starting to over mature and bloom. Which I'll just go ahead and get a couple more cabbages. Can't go wrong. Pickle cabbage. Let's see, the rye grain in here isn't really used for anything. We can make some bread boxes. Maybe. Alright guys, well tell you what, I've been streaming for like 3 hours or something today. So, I think I'll go ahead and end today's stream here. Between streams, I'll just continue kind of putting around the farm, making sure everything's running decently well, and looking pretty good. So with this, you know, the brook is almost done, the farmland's basically almost done. I need a garden shed, and then the stables, I think, are going to be the next things that we make. So tune in while we start a new build, I think next stream, for the stables, so that we can start keeping our haunts in a little bit more of a easily retrievable location where I'm not blind trying to ride them out. And more farmland stuff as we go into the summertime on the server for this in-game year. And after the stables are done, I don't know if I want animal pens, but after that, I'll start working on the groundwork for the potential castle, I think. Trying to map out how big I want this thing to be, whether I want it to be a keep with just a simple bailey or an estate like home, because it's more of an estate property. I don't know. But, you know, I'll just kind of play it by ear, as I always do in these type of games. So I need to go mining, gathering resources. I need to actually go ahead and try and make some meteoric iron plate so that we can finally do the archives. Lots to do on our list, but I am very happy with at least where things are at in this stage. So let me see if I can send you guys and Raptoria elsewhere. You know, I appreciate the raid, Raptor, but you know, I don't stream much later than 9 p.m. on a worked week. So let's see here. Add a redirect. Lumberjack Samurai. Go say hi to Lumberjack Samurai, guys. Let's go. Give him a new woo. And tell him his camera is 144p. And it's unwatchable. Alright, GG's.